Alright, what's up everybody? Ghost Taser 7 here. Playing some more Donghuang in the support lane. They're being real mean my Lee's in, so we just switched to support. I don't care. You can still carry the game, steamroll with your support type of dealio. Here's the runes: Fate, Harmony, Void. If you didn't catch it before, not trying to be redundant, or you're new to the channel, those are the runes you need to be a pro level tank. So pick those up, max your Arcana, get that shit and win some games. Evolve and win. We got a top 1% Garo with us today. Real good stuff. Shout out to this Mantis RB Garo. They played perfectly. Double S. It was wonderful. Got that there support star item tier 1. I'll be sure to post any of the items as I acquire them or as I say it in the video for you to see. Quick little overview of the skills. The first skill has some healing attached, some damage specifically around the balls that orbit and touch have contact with the enemies. They will do some AP scaling damage, and they also have some heal. Again, just be very careful when you throw those out. Don't be confused. You will take less heal. Those orbs, having 3 of them, give you more heals. So you will take more damage if you can't offset the heal. That's what I mean. So a little clarity over what was said in case there's some confusion. Make sure you have the 3 balls more often than not. It's not that you can't heal with 1 ball, you can, but the reality is you're getting more value, more bang from buck for having 3. So just be careful how you throw those out. See a play right here. She's kind of face chucking me. Throw all 3 balls out, get some slowdown on those first 2 rings and some damage. Again, AP scaling there. And the third one will stun them, kind of setting you up for that ult play. So if you're thinking combos,
I say either. You say either.
If you hit them with that third one, when you throw out your balls, you get some movement speed as well. So that should easily make it able for you to get that ult. So I think combos, you got all 3 balls, you're lining it up perfectly, you flick it out, you know you're gonna get that stun ahead of time. You're already there tracing the plateau. You got that movement speed, and you just run into it. Otherwise, I do have the sprint here. Sometimes I find it kind of difficult because the movement speed doesn't last that long, and 10 seconds on sprint is pretty overpowered. So just think about those things moving forward. Choices make or break the game. These are critical decision-making skills that will wax on, wax off for the rest of your life to all aspects of life. Mr. Miyagi, Karate Kid, rest in peace. Anyways, again, quick overview on that ult. It does absurd damage. All damage taken is halved to both participants. It's like a parasitic effect where you latch on to them like a parasite and both of you take equal damage. So you can easily CC lock, but the other component there is if I CC lock and the enemy goes too hard to destroy me, they're going to kill the person I'm attached to. So you can get some really good trade value there. If they're overcommitting to you on that ult, just try very, very hard to target the right person. Try to get that mage, try to get that jungle, try to get that ADC. It's all about prioritizing the right one. If you have your settings set up on show avatar, then it's really easy for you to just click their face, their picture, their avatar, whatever you want to call it, and then instantly grab them right afterwards. So make sure you have easier settings. I do have a settings guide here in my channel, so we'll be having that available for you. Check that out. That might help you out. Just quality of life type things in terms of making your life easier in the game. We got that Shield of Redemption right there, so we'll post that right in front of you right now. Go ahead and overlook that. It's got 10 seconds of time, otherwise you can feel free to pause the video. Pretty good value there on that 2 skill, throwing those balls out, allowing the utility and the slowdown to give kill opportunity, kill potential for my Musashi and my Garo. Garo is the Telenos from AOV, so if you've seen my I Am God build on Telenos. That's also on the channel. It's extremely disgusting. Arguably broken. Now, there is no broken mechanic, but what's arguably broken here is the fact that its DPS is so ridiculously strong. Otherwise, when she shoots out that skill, it's got a two-prong effect there, where it shoots out, has a silence, and then there's 2 detonations, which do 80 damage, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I haven't seen the kit in this one, so I imagine she has full AD scaling, though, because she is an ADC. As we got a play going on here, I see Angela being aggressed by this whale. I'm like, no, get away from my Angela. Playing with safety of my team and mindset. Rule number 4, make sure to help your teammates, but try not to get clapped doing so. We do not want to interfeed. We want to be able to get out and secure positive trades for our team, whether that be kills, whether it's just micro trade value. It doesn't matter. Just try to make that happen as much as possible. Perfection will get you to the top of the scene. It's a do or do not. We got that Boots of Resistance. I'll post that right here in front of your face on the right side top for you to see. Go ahead and check that out. Again, that will reduce a lot of their crowd control, CC for short, making it easier for you to survive and not die. CC wins games, and the way to rebuke that is by building these Boots of Resistance. That'll make it much tougher for your enemy with CC, whether it's CC comp, crowd control composition, a whole team with CC, or just individual kits with CC. That will make your life easier.
Hello. I want to play a game. Will you continue to lose yourself in other lives? Or will you take a moment to see, to really see?
Quality of life type things in game. See my Angela greeting this bush, but she has some great outplay clutch moments here you're about to see. Goes in there, instantly flashes away. The guy fell for it completely, or the girl, and just got clapped. Astonishing play here on the Angela. Things you need to do. Be brave, Owl City. Get your shit done. However it takes, a lot of mind game there. So, great shout out to the Angela here at the San Key. Really good stuff. Love to see it. All about upselling and appreciating competent minds. That is what makes or breaks the game. We are seeing of high-level players, highly intelligent. We must act the part. Authenticity of representation of the game and the scene. As you can see, I'm trying to block them from the Angela and also peel them away if they hard focus me away from the Angela, but I'm still staying in range in case they choose to hard focus her, and I can still instantly come back, try to take the damage, try to trade off the aggro, or try to ult and stop them in a hard reboot. A little bit of law lingo here. Watch the TV show Suits. It's a good one with Meghan Markle or Dick Wolf, Law and Order. Let me know what you guys like to watch. You are what you eat. Maybe you guys found some things that I should be eating that I don't know about. Maybe I'm watching things that you don't know about and I should be eating. Let's build a community of competency. Analyze, evolve, win together. Another play coming in here. We just hard stop that, say no, activate that ult.
It's good to see you taking the initiative.
I choose to make my own fate.
Now be careful, because if you throw out the balls instead of ulting there, he might have gotten a kill. So you got to pick and choose wisely. Sometimes I will throw out the balls first because I think I have enough time to do so. And other times it is critical that you just instantly stop them. Otherwise someone might die. So pick and choose those decisions carefully based on those parameters. As you can see, we got that blazing cape here, so I'll show that on the top right here for you to read it out. Again, the main component there is it does some AP damage, which is nice, around you in that fiery animation. And it also provides a debuff to all life steal. I believe it's 35 reduced life steal. That is a big number. Almost half, at least a third of their life steal is gone. Try to make a play and peel them in here. Unfortunately, my team does not respond. Kind of an embarrassing moment for all of us on our side. I was playing so hard tooth and nail to keep them alive and they just weren't there. Maybe it was my fault for trying to get a peel they weren't ready for, perhaps, but with all these people being so competent and having map awareness, it seems like we kind of fell apart in the synchronicity or the synergy there. So kind of a sad moment for me is what we'll see about that in objective realism. Kind of expected more from my team and we'll just let it go from there. Again, Angela's making really good plays here. Musashi's pulling in that aggro, making sure Angela's on the back line. Again, positioning is extremely important. These back line needs to be kept safe. You cannot let people dive, but they still need to have opportunity to do their attack. So think about the range of attack that they have. And when you're in the front line, try to push forward so that way you give them opportunity without getting yourself clapped. Positioning and movement is critical play. That is your micro. Now when you go into team fight, that is part of the macro. So just make sure you're minding your position in terms of your role. She kind of gets caught there and I can't do anything because my ult is down. I try to zone at the least. Otherwise, I could have tried to pull. The problem was she was already caught out because she pushed ahead. Kind of a breakup in the synergy there, but it's fine. I came back up, so we try to stop this Yao. I believe that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the Yen from AoV. Really nasty stuff. Just going to pan over to this Garo here. He's really been pulling her weight. 14-1-9, phenomenal stuff. We're seeing at 23-1. She pulled off with a double SS at the end of this game, you'll see. Look at that damage on the tanky whale. Clutch play to destroy that Zhao Kuai, if I'm pronouncing that right. Unfortunately, Mulan's like, no, I'm tired of you. Musashi comes in there and destroys them. Almost got that. Really good stuff. I come back here. Lock that Yao out. Try to destroy them. I'm trying to peel away because I thought we were getting greedy. And now Musashi takes the aggro. Little loss of sync there. That's a really hard thing to be in sync. Especially when you're in solo queue. It definitely does take a lot of time and experience to build that. We walk away with a 23-1 triple S Donghuang. Let's go. That is how we do it.
Checkmate. Countless hours of planning and preparation have brought you here. This is a sport like no other.
See that Mask of Agony there? I will put that before when we buy it. So you can see that on the top right again, just to make things easier so we can all analyze, evolve, and win together. Really good stuff on my team. 14-0 on the new top lane, Clash lane fighter. He's got some movement, he's got some shielding, he's got really good damage. Really nice stuff. See our Musashi pulled through with great amount of assist here with an 11-3. Angela with a 23. And Gara finishing here with a 25-2. Again, I would just ignore the enemy side because it was rough and it was pretty one-sided with a 30 kills to 9. So it's not trying to put them down. We just had that game. It is what it is. Anyways, briefly looking over the builds here. Everything looks good, especially on that new champion. So if you're into that, looks like he had a hybrid build going on there. So he must have dual scalings or something. So really good stuff on that. Try that out. It clearly worked phenomenally there with a 0 flawless game like Mortal Kombat. My build is great. Again, you can read those in the guide, so I don't need to go over that. Musashi, good build as well. Meta, for sure. The Angela here, good build as well. That first item, not sure the name of it, is really popular right now in the meta. It does absurd damage and burst. That and the Mask of Agony is also a really hot pick right now in terms of meta. It does absurd damage. The Garo build is meta. You can't say anything about that is wrong. It's just perfect flawlessness. And you can see she completely flexed the build and the kit and their individual competency of brain to get that result. So really good stuff there. Looking briefly at the enemy side, Mulan's looking good here. The Yao is looking good here. The Zhao Kuai is looking good here. Even picked up that anti-heal on that Cobra-looking item. That second tier 3. You can see the whale. Guangxi, I believe it is. Really good items there too, but he was kind of behind on gold, so that part sucks. That happens a lot when you're the support. We just don't get a lot of gold. It is what it is. You get used to it. You can still outplay people with that being said. DRenji, good build as well. So that about concludes the analytics for the builds. Going into the metrics real quick and see our team participation rating was really high. Same with the enemy team. Apparently their jungler was caught out with by himself all the time, so they kind of just threw him under the bus. Not sure what's up with that. It is what it is. Sometimes that happens. If he kind of just trickles into the fight by himself and gets clapped all the time, that's probably the main reason that he was at a 0%. He was not with the team. There was no synergy. He was just kind of doing his own solo thing, and it didn't work out. But to be fair, a lot of those junglers who play the Yao will do that a lot of the time, and they'll still smash the whole team. He's a pretty good pickup, so we're not trying to say that he's a bad player or that the pick is not strong. It just did not work out given these specific conditions, this specific game, this instance of play. Anyway, so 36% on the damage taken here for me. That's a huge component of getting that triple S. So if you're looking to get that, not dying, team fighting, taking that damage all the time, being a perfect tank is how you get that. You will get multiple pips. I did get 3 pips this match. Wow. Again, 32% on the Garo here. Huge value there. Even took 18% damage. That lifesteal was really nice. 83% of the team fighting. Probably why she got that double S, considering all that and the KDA. Angela with a 26% damage. As you can tell, I always say the mid lane and the ADC is very, very important in terms of the roam helping them out. Why? Because I help them in utility to secure that they could do that damage. I'm setting them up with gold in kills. I'm securing their micros so they can stay their lanes and get gold. It's very critical play that you help those two out more often than not so your backline does not fall off and start losing. If your damage on the whole team in terms of composition falls off, you will lose the game. So think about that going forward in terms of analyze, evolve, win. Looking briefly at the enemy side here, 23% on the Zhao Kuai, still really high for a losing matchup. 24% on the DRenji, they were still doing their job. 34% on the Guangxi, their MVP support, for 133,000 damage taken. He took more damage than I did. He totally won that stat. So really good stuff there to see. Even though they were losing, they weren't poor sports, and even though they lost, they still did their job. So they can move into the next match undemoralized, untilted, tilt-proof, whatever you want to call it. GGs, WPs for all. Let's go on to this last match analyzation here with the turrets and objectives, considering rule number 3. So we got 8 turrets. They had 0. We had 2 Tyrants and 2 Overlords. They had 0. Again, this is just a heavily leaning match in our favor. Sometimes that happens, so that's why that's that. Anyways, that's about it for the video. Again, everyone, just keep on analyzing, evolving, winning. Refer to the description for tier list. Excuse me. Refer to the beginning of the video for tier list. Check the description for the rules 1 through 5 and the 3 rules for gaming success. Anyways, that's about it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, have a good day or night. Bye.